All right, I hope everybody had a great New Year's, and I'm sure many of you are probably surprised it's already 2014, because I know I am. But there are a lot of very interesting New Year celebrations around the world, and no matter what ethnicity or culture or religion a group of people have, it's pretty common that everyone's going to celebrate New Year's. In America, it's very common for people to stay up to midnight, get together with family and friends, and watch in Times Square the glass ball drop. And this year, a fun fact is that it was actually lit up by bike power. So Citibank put 6 bikes in New York City, and they asked people to come, stop, and pedal on the bike, and there was a battery that stored up all the energy, so the ball was completely lit up by energy powered by people. And this is the 106th year that this event has been going on, so it goes to show how a lot of their traditions still continue and actually change with technological and cultural advances. In Peru, one interesting concept is they're very big into the idea of bringing good luck into the new year. And in Peruvian culture, yellow really embodies good luck. So a lot of people will wear yellow underwear New Year's Eve and New Year's Day to help bring good luck into the new year. Another interesting tradition is that people will take 12 lemons, which ironically are yellow, and hide them throughout their house and leave them there for the entire year. So the idea is that as they shrivel up, they're taking bad luck and bad spirits from the air and help purify the house to bring more good luck that upcoming year. Additionally, people will take 12 grapes, and so when you go to a party, everyone will get a cup with 12 grapes, and each grape represents the upcoming month. And when the clock strikes midnight, each person is supposed to go under a table and eat each grape as each strike of midnight happens to really bring good luck for each of the upcoming months. You can click again for that. Yeah. In Johannesburg, South Africa, there's a slightly more dangerous, I like to think, tradition. So they literally embody the concept of out with the old, in with the new. So at midnight, people will take their old appliances, pieces of furniture, and throw them out their window or roofs. And it has actually become slightly problematic. A lot of police officers are trying to prevent people from doing this because, as you can see, it does cause quite a mess. It is slightly dangerous because people could be hit with any flying objects, and it can be expensive to clean up. In Germany, there's a very artsy tradition that's been going on for many, many years, and basically they take lead and will use a blowtorch to melt it, and then they dip the lead in cold water, and as this happens, the lead forms these cool organic shapes, and then what people do is they'll take the shapes and actually try to predict what's going to happen in the upcoming year. So I mean, you can look at these objects and you can all have different interpretations, but each person will get a handful of these items and then try to predict what is going to happen in the upcoming year. In Denmark, there's another slightly dangerous tradition. So in order to show your affection and friendship for other people, you go to your friends, families, and neighbors' houses and actually take plates and smash them in their doorways. And this is somehow, I'm not quite sure, just supposed to show your affection for that person. But I mean, when you get home, you're going to have to start your year with a lot of cleaning up to do. And then in Scotland, there's a very cool tradition that has a lot of Viking influence. And basically, what people will do is they'll dress up as Vikings and then start marching around the town and cities with torches that have fire on the end of them. And basically, a lot of this tradition comes from really a long time ago when Vikings used to have pagan holidays that used to be around Christmas, and that would represent the new year. But as our calendars have switched to have the new year be represented by January 1st, a lot of these traditions were pushed over to January 1st, and they're still celebrated. One scary tradition, I think, is that people will take a stick, attach a chain, and then on the end of the chain they'll have chicken wire. And inside the chicken wire they'll have flammable materials which they light on fire. And then they start running around with these like sticks that have a swinging ball of fire on them. But another interesting concept is Robert Burns, who's a famous Scottish poet. He actually translated a lot of old Scottish poetry, and one of his songs is, or one of the poems he translated is now sung as a song, and so people will always sing the song on New Year's Day as they are parading through the streets. So as you can see, no matter where you are in the world, New Year's is an important thing to celebrate. And next year, when you're staying up to midnight watching the ball drop, just remember that around the world, people are also celebrating, but in many different ways. Thank you.